everybody, Lord Maim here again with part 6 of the Mass Effect 3 Insanity walkthrough, Priority Sur'Kesh. In this mission we'll be visiting the Salarian homeworld, trying to recover females that have been cured in Malin's experiments back in Mass Effect 2. This callback to the events of Mass Effect 2 and Malin's experiments to cure the Krogan genophage will actually inform how this series of mission plays out and ultimately decide which of the races will actually rally to the cause. Depending on your choices, this can have a profound effect on whether the Salarians or Krogans, or both, will join your cause or potentially abstain from the war entirely. After narrowly averting Rex's diplomatic incident, go to the elevator and head down to the lab where you'll meet up with an old familiar face, the irrepressible Mordin Solus. No sooner have you met up with him than Rex will inform you that Cerberus is attacking the base, and of course, all hell will predictably break loose. Mordin will lock himself into the isolation booth next to the pod, and you'll have to clear him through quarantine at each level, dodging Cerberus troops at every step of the way.
Are you alright?
Is there another way out of here?
On the side of the lab. An emergency exit. I can open it from here.
With the elevator out of order, travel to the other side of the lab to reach the emergency exit, climb the ladder on the other side, and be prepared to face Cerberus troops shortly thereafter.
Shepard, it's Rex. I took the shuttle. Do whatever it takes to get the female up to the landing pad. I'll try to make life miserable for Cerberus.
Just around the corner here are several Salarian troops shooting at Cerberus invaders. Don't mistake them for hostiles. There will be Cerberus troops shortly thereafter, but these are friendlies. And speak of the devil. There's actually a shuttle directly overhead. You can see it hovering with the troops coming down. Make sure to have Liara's singularity ability set to your right D-pad and Garrus's to the left for overload. You will be fighting Centurions soon enough. The initial wave is strictly assault troops, so make use of Liara's singularity to make short work of them, hold them in place while you finish them off.
I'm on it. Understood.
It's always a good strategy when there's a shuttle above the balcony that you're standing on that's dropping troops down is to place singularity directly below the shuttle. This will instantly incapacitate any of the assault troops that drop out. As well, they usually drop smoke before they start deploying from the shuttle, so it'll hold them in the area until the smoke dissipates, allowing you to more easily attack them. One last straggler. Once you reach the end of this first balcony, there will be a second encounter, dropping troops off right at the end of the balcony. So if you're low on ammo, don't proceed until you scour the area, picking up additional power-ups. And again here, drop the singularity directly into the smoke where the first assault troop is. You'll hold most of them in place while you can shoot into their swirling corpses. Or soon-to-be swirling corpses, I guess. Currently swirling, soon-to-be corpses. So due to that one singularity, we were able to effectively eliminate an entire wave of troops without any sort of return fire available to them at all.
The female isn't going to last long against this sort of firepower.
Okay, once you're done, sweep the area for ammunition and power-ups, then go through the door at the end of the area. You'll see a short cutscene with a Yogg attacking some Cerberus troops.
Careful. There goes the next shadow broker. Could have sworn he was muttering to Sony the whole time.
Not funny.
And that little exchange right there is exactly why I brought Garrus and Liara along on this mission. Those kind of callbacks. That's what makes Mass Effect entertaining to me. Once we reach the top of the stairs, there'll be a third encounter, again with some assault troops and as well Centurion. Again, if you can pop down the singularity in the smoke, you can hold them in place. A couple of these ones got away, so I decided to do some crowd control, but the sooner you pop down the singularity and isolate them, you'll be able to concentrate them all in one area. Here you'll actually see that with the singularity in the position it is, it's actually throwing some of the assault troops still alive over the edge of the balcony, causing them to die without you having to waste any ammunition on them. I tried to get that Centurion to fall off the edge by shooting him, but unfortunately I didn't have anything with enough punch at the time. If you have to engage the troops in direct combat, you can actually stand behind these pillars and just cheat the corner, both straight ahead and then all the way down the edge of the balcony. Once the last assault trooper has been killed, you'll hear Morden give you a little status update. Travel to the end of the area and trigger the checkpoint to allow the pod to go up to the next level. After the explosion, you'll see two Cerberus troops on a shuttle shooting at you from the safety of their ship. As soon as the cinematic is over, pop out and take care of the two before proceeding through the hole in the wall that they've opened up for you. A singularity right inside the shuttle will easily take care of the two of them. There's not much they can do as they're being battered around the inside of their shuttle. It's kind of like rolling dice in a cup.
Shepard, get cracking. I'm trying to draw some of their fire.
Rex keeping him busy as usual. Immediately through the door there'll be a fifth encounter with some assault troopers and a Centurion. Again, if you happen to get them close to the edge, you can fling them off into space. Otherwise, a singularity is always a good thing for keeping them busy floating in the air. You'll see there's another shuttle at the end of the area, but it doesn't drop off many troops. It's not as big a deal. Just take care of the ones that drop and keep advancing. Advance around to the right so that you can cheat the corner.
I'm on it. Got it.
Once again, once the last assault trooper has been eliminated, proceed down the balcony and then trigger the door on the left at the end of the area.
That did it.
Okay, I take back what I said before. This is the longest door opening sequence ever. It's like a Normandy elevator, for God's sakes.
Cerberus isn't fooling around. They're capable of anything.
It's just hard to
Move through the
understand.
door and up the stairs. There'll be a short cinematic here as you turn the corner.
Orion Squad, your orders are to hold position and block access to next checkpoint.
The two combat engineers have set up turrets in the long path up the balcony. The only way to deal with them, or the best way at least, is to keep the troops busy with a singularity while you pop around this piece of cover I'm hiding behind and go into the next area.
Taking them head on may not be the best.
If you're able to wear down their shields, a frag grenade could take it out directly, but that's never a sure thing. If you move up to here, the angled barriers will actually protect you from the turret's fire. You can cheat the corner here for any of the troops that pop out into this side hallway. Otherwise, you can just stay here and cheat the corner safely to take care of the two turrets.
Understood.
Just be careful that the combat engineers don't put down an additional turret, otherwise you'll have to repeat the entire process again. See, from this position you can cheat the corner and the thing still can't even see you.
I think we got them all.
Okay, sweep the area for ammunition and items, then go through the door. Yeah, always make sure to sweep each area for pickups or ammunition before proceeding, simply because you never know how big the next wave is going to be. It's a very bad idea in Insanity to go into any area with only a partial ammunition count.
Access confirmed. Morton was right. Cerberus must have been tipped off.
Alright, through this door we'll have another encounter. This time we'll have a few additional enemies. In addition to the assault troopers and centurions, there'll also be a couple of guardians as well in the middle of the wave.
Got it.
Move up the stairs, take care of the troops that pop up. You'll see that the assault troops will actually fire their jet boots, kind of like the Exticles, to pop up onto the second level here. But while you're up here, you can also pick off any of the troops that remain down on the first level. After you take out any of the troops that pop up, move around the edge of this barricade, and you'll have a break in the railing, allowing you to shoot down. Probably at this point the Guardians will be in position for you to ambush them from behind. In this case, only one of them was fooled, and they're moving away from the point of the Singularity's impact, so I kind of missed that one. However, I was still able to hit and kill one of the two. The second the squad can keep busy until I get back there. Alright, at the end of the area, after you've picked up all the ammunition, go through the door. And there will be another encounter almost right away around the left here. There'll be a total of 6 assault troopers. Again, don't advance too much until the coast is clear. Stay behind this cover and cheat the corner around this angled barricade. Thing to be aware of when you're hiding behind these angled pillars, just make sure that you're staying as far back as possible, because of the nature of the angle. Your head is going to stick out more so than you would behind a normal tall piece of cover that would go straight up and down. So you're more likely to be hit here than you would in a standard piece of cover. Also, apparently I need to charge my controller. Again, once you've killed all the assault troopers, Morden will give you another status update. You'll have to reroute power before you'll be able to go up and activate the checkpoint to allow Morden to go up to the level above. Just keep proceeding to the end of the balcony. There's a small little hallway here that will take you to the area where you can override the power terminal here. Who left this out? I mean, really. And be ready when you go back around this corner, because there'll be another quite large wave actually that pops out right away.
Excellent. Wait, another Cerberus squad.
Try to move up to this position so that you can at least cheat the corner from here. Again, you'll be getting troops dropped in from above, so where possible, use Singularity to incapacitate them, prevent them from advancing upon you. Right there, those 2 Guardians and those 2 Assault Troopers immediately afterwards. When they're grouped together like that, they're almost begging for a frag grenade or a Singularity. And I mean, it's missions like this that, even with Liara's low life, her squishiness is far outweighed by her usefulness in crowd control. It makes missions like this so much simpler when you can just control the flow of the enemies and keep them from advancing upon you with a simple biotic power. Once the coast is clear, head over to the checkpoint and clear them through to the next level.
I'll see you up top.
which will immediately trigger another spawn of a few Cerberus troops, this time another couple assault troops and a Centurion.
Right away. Right away.
Incidentally, be wary of using frag grenades in these areas. The unusual architecture and the unusual angles of some of the pillars can make for some strange bounces when you're throwing. More than once I've tried to throw a frag grenade and ended up with it bouncing back either behind me or at my feet. Perhaps it's just my dumb luck, but in the end, all you really need is the singularity in your gun. Once you've scoured the area for ammunition, go through the door at the end and pop up this ladder.
Almost back up top.
You're almost back to the beginning now.
Shepard, they found us. Under heavy attack.
Once you get to the top of the stairs here, you'll have the penultimate wave, again with Centurions and assault troops. Most of them will pop down right here, so if you can throw down a singularity, you might be able to control the flow a little bit. Just be ready on Garrus's overload to take care of some of the Centurions when they come out. And again, once their shields go down, they're just as susceptible to singularity as any assault trooper. Keep an eye on your radar if you lose track of the enemies among the smoke and all the barriers in the area. That's particularly important in the wave coming up, where you'll be dealing with a number of enemies in weird configurations. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Attack continues. Situation growing desperate, Shepard.
Okay, he's dead already. Jeez.
Shield about to fail, Shepard.
Once the coast is clear, as I was saying, once the coast is clear,
Pop in transfers to loading
go ahead and move over to the console to trigger another cinematic sequence of the oh crap variety.
Heads up. You've got incoming.
Thanks for the warning, Rex. 2 seconds heads up. Couldn't have, seen it when it was way up there in the stratosphere or anything.
Stay clear. I've got this.
Protect the Krogan, Shepard. She's vulnerable.
That's some serious fire.
In addition to the Atlas, there will be a wave of 4 assault troops that'll pop up about halfway through the fight. So it's key to wear down the Atlas as much as possible before you start having to swap back and forth. Use overload to take care of the shields. If you're having trouble, you can also swip over to disruptor ammo on your assault rifle. I didn't bother myself, but again, if you're having difficulty, every little bit helps. You can actually sort of kite the Atlas around these pillars to prevent it from being able to hit you, and keep your focus on you instead of on the pod. I've never actually had it attack the pod. It always seems focused on me, so I'm not sure if there's an actual point where it will attack the pod and damage it, but I've never had that pod integrity meter go down to 0, or even shift really in this fight, so. And in an emergency, this double tall piece of cover that I was behind just a moment ago is a nice fallback position when you can't find any cover in and around that pillar, depending on where these last few assault troopers are. Just fall back to that double tall piece of cover and cheat the corner around it. That's a pretty safe position to be in to either stage your counterattack or just wait for your shields to recharge. Once the shields are down, hit it with warp to reduce its armor. hit it with your own incendiary ammo. Once the assault troopers are gone, literally it's just you wearing this thing down. It shouldn't take long, it shouldn't be too dangerous. As long as you stay in behind cover, cheating the corner, it really can't threaten you.
Shepard, I think you did it. Looks clear from here. I'm coming in now.
And once the Atlas is destroyed, that's the end of the mission. Rex will land in the shuttle to extract yourself, Eve, and the rest of the squad, including Morden Solis, who will take up residence in Normandy's medical bay for the next few missions. Oh, if only he'd join us more permanently. I was kind of looking forward to another Gilbert and Sullivan number. And that's the end of Priority Sur'Kesh, Part 6 in the Mass Effect 3 Insanity walkthrough. Tune in next time where we'll cover the second N7 mission in Part 7, N7 Cerberus Attack. Until then, I'm Lord Maim. Thanks for watching.